Hi everyone, I'm Kaitlyn. I'm a student at Western University and I'm in 4th year. I'm completing my degree in genetics this year. So why I chose this program was because initially in 1st and 2nd year I was in medical science and I didn't think the information interested me very much. But a part of my biology course in 1st year was in genetics and it was talking about DNA, and I thought it was really interesting how we can manipulate it and just use it to study different things about different organisms. So I decided to finish my degree in genetics. Some pros about genetics are that it's a lot of interesting things, like you can study any organism basically because it relates to every organism and all life. So the field is always changing and there's always new developments happening. And it's really applicable with a lot of agriculture and healthcare and human genetics. And I really enjoy this program. So the culture in the program is great. I think everyone is very helpful. We support each other with assignments, and the professors at Western are also very helpful. They're really invested in building good relationships with the students and teaching them what would be applicable for the workforce after we graduate. And they always like to throw in new advances in genetics or breaking news sections, and I think it's really cool that we get current events in our field. The teaching styles in my program are lectures, labs, and seminars, so focusing on communication. So in 1st and 2nd year, you mostly are focused on lectures and just learning the background information to deal with your program. And then in 3rd and 4th year, you develop practical lab skills, so biochemistry, tests, and things that you would use if you were researching things to do with genetics. And then you would also do seminars, which is scientific presenting, communication, and writing reports. So it's a mix of both fast and slow pace. I would say that 1st and 2nd year are very fast paced, and then 3rd and 4th year slows down a bit when you really focus in on your specialization. So job career pathways that you could do with a degree in genetics. So first and foremost, of course, is research. You can stay in academia and work as a professor, and also just conduct research. And then another pathway is healthcare. A lot of people go into medicine or pharmacy or things like that, or anything healthcare related. Another pathway is science industry. So this is where business and science meet, and things like biotechnology and pharmaceuticals. So you could work at a company that focuses on a scientific product. I definitely suggest doing a co-op. I personally did one this past year, and it was an awesome experience because I gained a lot of workplace skills that are really beneficial to me, especially when applying to jobs after graduation. So things like communication, teamwork, and I wrote a lot of reports in my position, so I have scientific communication as a soft skill that I gained. Another benefit of doing a co-op is that I'm able to pay off my student loans, most of it this year. So that's kind of a weight off my shoulders because I took a year off and did a co-op. Recruitment in the field, so specifically the science industry, make sure you research your industry, think of companies that you want to work at. Go on their website and see the people that work there. Go on LinkedIn, message people and ask for a coffee chat so that you can ask them questions about the industry, skills that make you marketable in their company, and things they're looking for in employees. And you can kind of get the gist of the field if you ask field specific questions and also company specific answers. Another tip is to make sure you start researching companies and jobs this summer of 3rd year, even if you don't know what you want to do, because there are some companies that hire in September of 4th year, and if you hadn't researched it, you might be too late to apply. It's okay to take semesters off or to take a gap year. You don't have to do everything on schedule. So many people take time off, and that's okay. Courses I suggest you take are courses that you would be somewhat interested in, and things that would be a marketable skill after you graduate. So for example, coding. I think a basic coding knowledge is really important, especially in the next few generations. Courses I don't recommend taking are ones that a lot of people say that are easy, but you are not interested in. So if you're not willing to put in the effort, you won't do well. I definitely take notes during class, and if the professor allows the students to record the lecture, I record the lecture and I go over the PowerPoint after class and listen to the lecture. So then I'm able to fill in notes that I missed that weren't taken during the lecture. And I just review it at least a week before a midterm or an exam. Some study tips I have are study with friends. Group studying is really beneficial, I think, when you talk about information with other people, and if they are focused on assignments in school, then you will be focused on assignments in school. Things I wish I realized in first year. I actually had a great first year, and I think this is because I made a lot of friends who suited me and my personality, but also were very studious. So I leaned on them a lot when we were studying, and they were in the same program. So we would do all our academics together and support each other and have fun afterwards. Surround yourself with an environment that will make you succeed. And studying with friends who are focused on school will help you succeed in school as well. Also, if you have questions in class and you're really confused, go to your professor's office hours or even email them. Professors are usually very nice and would love to help out students. And they also like to build relationships with students. I really enjoyed my time in residence, and some pros of residence were that it was way easier to make friends than if you were living off campus. Cooking and cleaning is done for you. Everyone in the same building is in the same experience, so they're at this new place and school's overwhelming, so you kind of bond over that shared experience and you build a community. Some cons: it's a completely new environment, so that in itself may be overwhelming, and you're not used to so many people and different perspectives, but residence is what you make of it. So if you want to stay in your room all the time and not interact as much with people, that's fine, and you can do that. Or you can talk to as many people as you like. It's up to your comfort level, and that's what I like about it, that you can do so much with it or so little, but how you want. Cons were fire alarms. I lived on the 26th floor of a building, and when there's a fire alarm, you can't use the elevator, so you have to walk all the way down and walk all the way up when it's done. Some popular areas of campus are the libraries and the gym. At Western, they have UC Hill, and at the top is the famous building with the flag, and that's a really nice spot. So definitely join clubs that you are interested in, and when you join those clubs, kind of focus in on being there in fourth year. And what I mean by that is, if you join in first year as a general member, try to focus on moving up in the ranks over the years and progressing. But that's just a tip, but of course you don't have to. You can just join clubs for fun and just do things that you're interested in. I suggest making friends by going to a lot of different events where you can talk to people and interact with people, and just going to events that you enjoy, and maybe you could bond with someone over the similar experience and interests. And also, if you're focusing on making a friendship with a person and it doesn't work out and they don't suit you, that's okay. You can find another person. Find people that really suit your personality. It's hard to do, but once you do, it's easier to keep the friendship. So there are a lot of supports for students on campus: mental health, financial, career. Mental health, Western has psychological services, and there's a lot of other mental health resources that they have that I can't remember off the top of my head. But for finances, they have the financial aid office, and there's bursaries, there's scholarships, and there's work study. Work study is a really great opportunity to gain experience and then have the university pay you through a bursary. Some wellness centers. So Western has a student success center, and it ranges from career to leadership success. It has writing success workshops, sleeping workshops, sleep during university, and health. So it's just got a lot of different aspects to it for student success. They can check your resume as well, check your cover letters, just things like that. There's also the Wellness Education Center, which focuses on wellness, so mental health wellness, food wellness, exercise wellness. It's just a bunch of different things, and it's a great support in the University Community Center. So something I wish I took advantage of during my time at Western that I didn't do was go to more rec center classes. So the recreational center at Western has it's basically a whole gym on its own, and I never went to any classes that they had. I've never even gone to the gym, to be honest, but I would say take advantage of that. Advice I would give to my first year self: find friends, apply to all financial aid that you can. When organizing, when you start the semester, go through the syllabus of each class you have and put down every deadline in the calendar. And then each week write out what you have to do that week to meet all those deadlines. Mental health tips and self-care include definitely take breaks. You can't work all the time. And have fun. This is your time at university, and you're still young and learning new things, and it's okay to have fun every now and then and bond with your friends. Even if you don't know what you're going to do for your career, I would say have a general goal in mind and work towards it slowly. Like, do experiences like co-ops or summer volunteering or researching that field. Even if you don't know exactly what you want to do in that field, just do things slowly to give you the skills and experience you need to migrate yourself after graduation. Other things I wish I knew was that it's okay to switch programs. People do it. Everyone is doing different things, so do what's best for you. Focus on what's best for you, even if not all your friends are doing it. Another thing I didn't know is that you can do dual degrees, and this is basically 2 undergrad degrees but in 6 years, because you can transfer some of the credits from the first degree to the second one. And I think this could be really helpful if you like 2 fields, and you can do a lot of courses in the summer as well. Be very open to new experiences in first year. I know it's really scary, and it's a very new environment, and you're not sure what to do, but just be open to the new experience and talk to a lot of people. Make friends. Friends are really important during university, I think, because it's very stressful and overwhelming at times, and friends will help you get through it. And they can also support you academically.